Hello again, everyone. Some of you may well have been wondering what I was doing during my absence over the weekend. Well, I was attending an IndigoBlu dirty weekend. That's what they're called, a dirty weekend, because you do get kind of dirty. Lots of messy things going on, mixed media, and in a very different format for me, in fact. So what I made was an apron, a craft apron to wear when doing messy things, when doing dirty things. And each one of these workshops that I've been to has been the most fun. The instruction is so straightforward. The effect is so stupendous. And the company is simply wonderful. So I made an apron. I'm sad to say I forgot to take pictures throughout the process. I was so busy doing stuff that I just simply forgot. I'm sorry. So the project was to make an apron. And the first thing we did was to colour the basic écru apron. And the colours that we were offered were daffodil yellow and very bright pink and blue. And I said, no, I'm sorry. I would like to have just blue and brown. So maybe I should take you through some different pictures. One moment. This was the finished, well, not the finished article, but at the end of the second day, everybody was there. And you can see people have got yellow and pink and whatever. I didn't want yellow and pink. I said, all I want is blue and brown. And I coloured my apron just with shades of blue and brown. And by the time I'd finished, it looked like I'd been on a building site for a while. It was, kind of awful. However, I did have a plan. After I had coloured my apron, we had to soak it pretty much with water, spritz it with water, and then it was acrylic paint that we used to mix into the background. And for that, we used like a 3-inch brush all over it. And I just used two or three shades of blue and one shade of brown. The next thing, we put that up to dry, and it took overnight to dry. And the next thing was to colour the panels that were going to be cut out to applique onto the apron. And this was the sheet I had, fabulous fabric. And we coloured this with, again, acrylic paints. This time with a brush about the size of that one there. And we filled in onto wet fabric again, as the first time, so that the colour diffused a little. So the idea was to make sure that the whole of the piece of fabric had got some pigment of some description. And this was kind of part way through. I'd put the various colours on. I'd also, can you see some white bits? I'd put some highlights from just white gesso. So that was as far as that went. So the next day, I cut out those panels and just sort of arranged them on my apron where I thought they might look, reasonable. Most of these are just pinned. I did add a colour called 22 karat gold. It's 22 karat, I think, which is a sort of a carrot colour of acrylic paint from IndigoBlu, which I added to some of these images. Nothing on the apron, just on the panels. We also added a touch of luscious powder mixed with gilding gum, just to give some, sparkly highlights here and there. This was just pinned. Now this one is an example of a bit of a close-up of part of my apron after I've been having a go today. And what I'd done is added some machine embroidery to attach them to the apron itself. This one I hand stitched whilst we were at the workshop. On the pocket just there, I decided, because the pocket you can't machine straight through, otherwise you wouldn't have a pocket anymore, I decided that I would glue those down. And for that, I used super thick Slap-It-On from IndigoBlu in the matte version, so it didn't dry shiny. However, once it had been on there, I thought this and, all of those three pieces really might have been a little bit vulnerable if it was just glued. So in this one, I've put 1, 2, 3 brads. Took me ages to find them this morning, but those brads are just through the pocket to make sure that that panel is held on. This other one, I stitched on 2 little keys and a spanner, and I thought those would help secure it. On the one at the bottom, I got out my hot glue gun and I glued down a little pencil. It looks like a pencil. It's just a twig made to look like a pencil. And I also added, you may be able to see them there, a couple of bands of stitching just to keep them in place. And at this end, just a couple of brads. So I feel that that pocket now is, that the appliques anyway are secure. I did go down with a line of stitching to divide the pocket. One, so that the pocket didn't flap forwards because it was quite a wide one. And B, just to make it a little focus of the image on the left. And that pocket is perfect for putting in a paintbrush, pair of scissors, that kind of stuff. So I tried out some machine embroidery. I don't ever use this on my machine normally, but where that applique little charm is was where I ran out of thread and had to start again. So I thought I'll cover that up with a charm. Tried a bit of fancy applique there. Let's have a look at another one. Bit close up. That's the close up of the pocket you can see. Over there, there's a charm. It's obviously gone a bit wayward. I think it's a clock. And again, there was a bit of funny stitching behind it. So I put it so that it would be just covering that up. And again, we stamped onto the actual apron itself. There's another one. Just up here, you may see on this large panel at the top, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little clock charms. And that was a place where I tried to do something on my machine and the fabric wouldn't take it. So it was a bit of a mess. I couldn't quite, unpick it all because the stitches were so tiny. So that's where we've got those little clocks. I stuck each one with a little bit of hot glue, but I stitched through the loop of the charm. And I'm hoping that as time goes on, these patches will fray a little more. I don't think you can see it on this one very well, but there is, you can't see it, there's a little music note charm on that one. Okay, let's go have a look through. Here, just an odd piece of fabric and scraps, and I made a little tag, stitched it on with a button and with a couple of scraps. So that's the whole thing. What an amazing, it was such fun. The difference between, the backdrop, which looked, as I say, like a builder's apron, and the panels, which went on the top, were like chalk and cheese. I have added quite a few things, charms, button, brads. If I could find other things, I may well add some more. But often, when I go to these weekends, I've got a space here. I've got another one of a piece of fabric a bit like that, slightly larger than that I coloured with one of these colours. And I'm going to do something else with that, but I'm not quite sure what yet. But as you can see, most of them have got an adornment of some description. So there I am wearing my apron before the adornment. That is just pinned on. But it was, as I say, such fun. And I just went with the colours that suited me, not the ones that were sort of recommended or, you know, out on for everybody else. I said, I just want blue and brown, please. And that's what I went with. So there's another one taken by a friend at on the day. And that was all of us. This is Kay, who was taking the class. She's so fun, so clear in instructions, and so encouraging. And anybody, I could recommend IndigoBlu weekends any day of the week. Such fun. Everything that I'm wearing was included in the kit. So, you know, you don't need much to take with you when you go. So I hope it gave you a little bit of insight into what I was doing for the weekend. I was having a whale of a time. So I hope you enjoy it. And hopefully we'll be back with regular mixed media, probably very soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.